Reminder, everybody, Clark is still single. Look at that projection. Straight from the diaphragm. He knows what he's doing. I would love to know the weight in this cage right now.
Hey, Colin. Colin. You're out.
Gregor Burton, Gregorilla, the human meat wall. Colton Scott.
This is going to be a banger of a match.
I'm wondering for sure how this is going to go. Are they going to wrestle? Somebody going to pull guard? I don't know. Nobody's going to pull guard.
I don't think so.
I like that.
2 men from Canada.
I was going to say hand fighting, but it's a little bit more push and shovey.
It's more like neck fighting.
More akin to sumo.
Whew.
Oh, God.
I'm not
Thank God for this cage.
I am so happy we chose the cage for these. We did the women's heavyweight, not in the cage, and I felt in danger quite a bit.
100%. Both these athletes, very, very skilled and experienced in competition.
A brown belt versus a black belt.
Yeah. And Gregor's an IBJJF No Good World Champion as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both of them are IBJJF
Yes.
decorated quite a bit.
Yeah. Colton with the no-gi gold at the IBJJF LA Open, as well as silver in the gi. Little calf kick, foot sweep attempt. Not sure. I think we knew what he was going for. We knew what he was looking for.
Oh, definitely. Do you think we're going to see Shito here very soon?
That's hard to say because they both are like being active. They're just not able to get anything to work. It's like that
You know-
one like
We haven't seen any stalling, really.
we haven't. But there
No.
was one set of Cheetos given out towards the beginning, but for the most part, people have been doing a good job staying active.
Strawberry.
Oh yes, don't mind if I do. Ref calling for some more movement, some sort of something. So we are seeing a lot of hand fighting, pushing and shoving, collar ties on the head, but we aren't seeing anybody actually attempt a takedown. Both of the athletes are moving, but neither one of them is basically attempting to take the other one down. Slide by attempt there.
It's
Colton,
really who gets the first shot. It's like a Russian roulette.
yeah, and neither one of them wants to be stuck underneath the other.
Oh, definitely not, because there's a theory that a lot of people play with jiu-jitsu that if you're a heavyweight, whoever gets the first takedown gets the win. Essentially,
Yeah,
it's gonna be that person.
and I mean, and we saw that with Gregor and Terrence. There was a lot of hand fighting. Terrence went for a takedown, ended up on bottom, and then ended up losing the match because of it. So it's such a hard thing to try to do.
You know, it's funny because a lot of people come at me when I do different size brackets, and they say, well, you'll never do a heavyweight women's bracket. You'll never get a heavyweight men. There's so many people who compete that, I always have enough people for brackets.
Yeah.
I had 10 women for the 8-woman bracket. And
Hey, in your heavyweight women's bracket, you had a lady make her way all the way up from like Arizona or something?
California.
California?
She's a professional football player, and she won.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's also the Nogi bronze medal champion.
Okay.
Yeah.
For which organization?
For IBJJF black
Oh,
belt.
okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Gregor in on a single, but ends up getting his neck grabbed and dragged down by Colton.
So he's going to have to make a choice here to either push forward into maybe a double leg or single leg and come up under the shoulder or roll to guard potentially.
Yes. He could. I mean, there's Maki Komi, or not Maki, Peterson rolls or big man rolls. A bunch of different names for the same movement, but that turtle position is a threat.
I cannot get over Michael Morris talking to us during that match.
Oh, yeah. Strong post on the head from Colton. He's using that to drive his knee inside.
This is horribly painful.
He might have some sort of foot on the inside on the rear.
Yeah, he's trying to
He's working that Kasoto hook.
Yeah, he's trying to get that in there and maybe roll through or...
I mean, it's so hard when you're dealing with people that big because even if you want to get like hooks in, like body triangle's not going to happen. If you want to get a hooks in, like there's not a lot of purchase to dig those heels into. So Colton may be looking for the neck first, lower body second.
A lot of times, as a bigger person, though, you can finish those chokes one-armed without the hooks.
Oh, for sure. I can see that.
That is horrible. I hate that.
We are seeing a little bit of stalling from Gregor. He's not really making an attempt to get out or improve his position at all. Oh, looks like we're going to see the stall call coming.
Looks like we're getting a Shito.
Shito blue side. Blue side. So we're basically going to go back to the same position.
But he wanted to make it known.
For sure. So 1 negative, 1 Shito for blue.
Yeah, you just have to move.
Yeah. Because we know all these big dudes. We know that they can play a good turtle game, but not making any attempt to improve your position, get back to a guard, get back to your feet.
Looks
that's
like Colton,
unacceptable.
Looks like Colton's making an attempt at the breaking down that base.
For sure. Colton's been working this whole time. We're looking for the neck, trying to get legs on the inside, working Kasoto hooks.
Yeah.
There we go. See, like that's exactly right,
Nice.
man. He rolls right through on a shoulder, gets to his half guard. He's got good inside position, framing Colton away.
You know, in that last match, Gabe finished pretty quickly. He's going to be really energized for the next match.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if that plays out in this next, with this going so long.
For sure, especially with, well, there's the entire quintet finals between it, but still, that could potentially not be very long at all. Colton working a strong crossface. Strong crossface, getting Gregor's hips to turn away from him. I know last time he used
cross-facing really heavy on with that shoulder look.
Yeah, he's trying to free his knee here. If he frees his knee, we'll probably see him try to go straight to mount. That's what he did in his last match, at least, when he got here.
See, the thing about heavyweight that's really nice is it doesn't matter if you're in half guard. A lot of times you can finish things through smother or just pressure.
Absolutely. Gregor framing Colton off of him, but that honestly seems like it's more just expending a lot of energy.
I would look to potentially bring my hands to his ribs and try to throw him.
You could just wonder how tired Gregor is at this point.
Yeah.
'Cause he's been carrying Colton's weight for so long.
Yeah.
And Colton ends up in full mount with at least one arm isolated.
Yeah, he's starting to make his way up there.
Yeah. He's going to try to lever this above his head.
Ooh, it's getting wet in there.
It is. Love it.
And they're working.
Exposes his back as a way to get out. Ends up in turtle.
Trying to dig for that.
Yeah, we see one hook inside. He might go cross-body control to try to take his back. But again, even if when you're dealing with somebody so much bigger, like you almost don't want to traditionally take their back because that's a lot of weight to have on top of you.
Sometimes you want to flatten them out and then go for sort of that MMA style choke.
Oh, for sure.
From the top.
I'm a big fan of leg rides, keeping people belly down, staying on the hips.
So from here is usually where I like to take the back, to be honest with you, especially if they have that half. I'm trying to talk quietly.
Oh, for sure. I think the threat of it is just so hard because if he loses the back now, he has Gregor on top of him. Even if he's in his guard, it's something hard. It's a threat that's really, really hard to deal with.
Well, and sometimes you need to know when to bail from it. If it's not working, then go back to the top.
For sure.
Rotate.
It's going to be hard for him to extract that lower leg, though. You see Colton switch his grips. He's playing on the strong side here. And Colton frees his legs, throws in that top hook.
Yep, so he goes back to the safety of the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
Potentially looking head and arm here.
Let's see where we're at time. 35 seconds.
35 seconds.
So with the Shido, that means Colton would take it.
Colton would take it. Colton does look very good out there.
Out of the silence of the room, Jordan Stutt's voice is the only thing we can hear. I'd think about going for an armbar. Like, just swivel up and grab it.
Yeah.
He has nothing to lose.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
All right. So with that negative, with that Shido,
Looks like
Colton will be our other competitor in the finals.
Yeah, against our still champion. So, are you ready to get crazy? You know what's next, right?
Yes.
Hold on a second. Let me take care of some business. You stay here and talk about our sponsors.
Sponsors for this event, Poo-Jitsu. I don't know who that guy is, but he sure sponsors a lot of jiu-jitsu events in the area. Dreamwalk Coffee for all your coffee and dream walking needs. And then Clark. He's another sponsor.